Iranians are taking the streets to protest that regime in Tehran, and rightfully so. We need to support those Iranians in the streets. That'll have an impact. Same with Russia. At the same time, a bigger question here is what Trump today called the Donroe Doctrine, this corollary to the Monroe Doctrine, that we are going to be focused first and foremost in our hemisphere. Does Xi Jinping in Beijing, does Vladimir Putin read that to mean the Americans are not going to be as concerned in their parts of the world, and kind of dividing the world in spheres of influences, which is exactly what they want? So it's a bit of a double-edged sword. On the one hand, if you're watching this, you say, wow, President Trump is not afraid to exercise American power. There is no country more powerful than the United States and its military forces. On the other hand, is the president perhaps now saying, we're going to focus on our hemisphere and not be as concerned in other parts of the world? And again, this is going to unfold over the coming year. I've called 2026, which we're in now, a hinge year of history when it comes to global power. And that's what we're seeing play out. Venezuela, Taiwan, Ukraine, Iran, it's all going to play out here over the coming year.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. We're 3 days
He's
in
trying
now,
to fake it.
so,
Like, yeah, what are niggas trying to fake that shit?
what the rest of the year holds. Brett McGurk, always good to see you. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Continuing our breaking news here, we have these stunning new images showing captured Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro arriving in New York to face drug and gun charges. We are now waiting for him and his wife
They
to
charge him
fly
with
by
gun charge. How the
helicopter
fuck y'all charge
to
him
New
with gun
York
charge?
City. Let's get right
US
to
is
former
out of
U.S.
pocket.
Special Representative for Venezuela, Elliot Abrams. He was one of the top officials on Venezuela in the first Trump administration and has served in the U.S. government in many capacities. Thank you so much for being here with us. We really appreciate it. I want to start first with your thoughts about how much of this is about drug trafficking and how much of this is about oil, Russia, China, Iran. How would you evaluate all of that?
Yeah, the one-word answer is yes. That is, it is about migration. 8 million people forced out of Venezuela. It is about drug trafficking, which that regime at least facilitates. It is about the presence, particularly, I said, of Iran.
And I'm gonna be the only one having this footage right now.
It's really the perfect storm from the Trump point of view. It's all of those coming together in one person and one regime. You did mention oil, and I think it's about that too, but frankly, that's a little bit puzzling.
I've been telling y'all about this years ago, before this even got to this point.
In the world, Venezuela in the next year or so can probably increase its production by about 500,000 barrels a day.
Everybody worrying about stuff that really don't matter. Start paying attention. Wake up.
They're going to lower oil prices by 1 cent. So I'm a little bit surprised at the president's emphasis on oil.
And do you have any sense, I hear you when you say you were surprised, do you have any sense about what is driving that beyond what you know?
No, the president has been interested in Venezuela from the beginning. I mean, he discussed it with H.R. McMaster, his first national security advisor in 2017. Then we increased the pressure in 2019 after the stolen election of 2018. Comes back now and he really increases the pressure tremendously at the end of during his first year in office. He's got a lot on his plate, and it is a little bit surprising, I think, that he's put this one forward so quickly.
All right, Elliot, thank you so much for being here with us. We are moving through with a lot of new information, but we certainly appreciate your perspective on all of it. Thank you so much. And with us now, Democratic Congressman Jake Auchincloss of Massachusetts. Congressman, thanks for being here. I know you commanded Marines in Latin America. I also know that you have been pushing, you and I have talked about this before, you have been pushing legislation that would give Congress more power to approve operations like this, to take back some of that power. I want to just first get your reaction to this military operation today.
It's illegal. The president doesn't have authority to do it.
Illegal.
What Democrats put on the House floor in December and Republicans voted against. Republicans will have a chance in January to change that vote and to stand up for the Constitution's allocation of war-making power to Congress, not to the president. And if they listen to this press conference this morning, I cannot see how they do not want to do that, because his president said that he is not ruling out putting boots on the ground. That should haunt any veteran of these forever wars, and it certainly haunts me as somebody who actually did put boots on the ground in Latin America, because